And welcome back. And welcome back to What If Ash was sponsored by Giovanni. Remember, the all images are used from Google and copyright is to the right person. So last time we saw Ash, he had Rattata coming out of the Pokeball, and he's very confused. And Search says that's not a Rattata, it's a Raticate. James is convinced that, and he comments this, that Giovanni must have done some great training for Rattata to evolve. Ash asks Rattata, Rattata, Raticate says, yes, I tried to steal your food, translated by the talking mouth. Ash knows this is his Raticate. Surge says he doesn't even know what his own Pokemon is. And Ash, looking at the Pokedex, begins the battle. Surge commands a Thunderbolt attack, but Raticate uses Dig to avoid the attack and comes up from behind with a toxic attack on Raichu. They then collide with quick attacks, followed by Raticate using Hyper Fang. Uh, Raichu uses his other hand for Mega Punch, but Raticate falls off the Mega Punch and rolls down right into a Mega Kick from Raichu. Raichu uses Thunderbolt, and this paralyzes Raticate. Surge says you did good, kid, but my Raichu will beat your rat. When Raticate uses Quick Attack without Ash's command, but he does listen to Ash when Ash says to use Hyper Fang, but Surge wanted Ash to do that. When the fangs close, Raichu uses a Thunderbolt. Raichu goes for a Body Slam, but Raticate uses Dig, connecting, and Raichu uses Thunderbolt. As soon as the Dig connects, and Raichu uses Thunderbolt right after, sending Raticate to the other side of the field. Both of them are standing. They're breathing very hard. Raichu falls first due to the poison, and Raticate falls shortly after that. Ash wins the badge, collects his badge, and then races to the Pokemon Center to get Eradicate help. Gary now returns to the Vermilion Gym with Pikachu and Kangaskhan, explaining their backstory and asking if they can train with Raichu, which Surge says will be okay. Surge gives Gary a ticket for the SSN for helping train Raichu. On the SSN, Gary battles a Charmander with his fully evolved cat drill. Charmeleon uses Fire Spin, which Beedrill flies through the spitting of the flame and uses Fury Attack and Twin Needle to win the battle. A gentleman asks Gary to trade his Beedrill for his Raticate. Gary agrees and trades Beedrill for Raticate. And also, I had this on the last episode. I'm gonna be it was kind of a spoiler, the trainer card. I will make sure to have the right trainer cards on for now on, which I'll be checking, which I've already checked actually. We already have the video going. And now that Gary has Raticate, we're on to the next. Team Rocket attacks the SSN. Gary defends with Squirtle, Pikachu is newly traded for Eradicate, Graveler, and both Nidoran, female and male. Also on the SSN, fighting off Team Rocket is Silver with his Bulbasaur, Rhyhorn, and newly caught Caterpie. In the battle against Team Rocket, Caterpie evolves into a Metapod, and in the distance, Gary Squirtle sees that and starts to glow. Squirtle evolves into Wartortle and fends off Team Rocket with the boat uh, docking at the next port. Yeah, docked at the next port so everybody can get off after the heinous attack of Team Rocket. Ash gets his Krabby back on the team and asks the Grunt to take care of Raticate, who got injured in the battle against Lieutenant Surge. Gary is now in uh, double battles as they landed in Lavender Town, but Gary immediately goes south. Pikachu and Kangaskhan win quickly with their Thunderbolt combo because most of these Pokemon are fishermen and water trainers. The other battle with the boat Nidorans They both learn Poison Sting. The male learns Horn Attack and Fury Attack and Double Kick. The female learns Scratch, Bite, and Fury Swipes. To win, they both evolve into Niran, who learns Fury Attacks, Fury Swipes, and Nidorino, who learns, that's when he learned Double Kick. That was my spoiler. I spoiled both of them. Never mind. Anyway, well, they learn, Nidorino learns Fury Swipes to win, and Nidorino learns Double Kick to win. And now they find a city that many Tentacool, and a giant Tentacool are attacking. Jesse and James look at each other, knowing that they hit the jackpot because they can catch all these Tentacles. And if they catch the big guy, well, even better. They convince Ash to help in the fight and get Spearow because Charmander won't do any good with this water field. Ash agrees and goes to get Spearow. Meanwhile, King is using Tackle and Smog Attack, not doing too much damage, just like Ekans' Poison Sting attack. The Talking Mouth is using Scratch, Bite, and Fury Swipes, as Ekans is using Poison Sting, Bite, and Wrap, as Zubat is using Bite, Wing Attack, and Supersonic. That the Tentacruel is just wiping away. Hopefully, Ash can do a little bit better, unlike the incompetent Team Rocket. Ash has Krabby battle in the water, Pidgeotto battling and Pidgeotto Butterfree, and he wants Spearow to battle in the air. But when Ash throws Spearow's Pokeball, a Fearow comes out. The Talking Meow confirms this is Ash's Spearow when Fearow said, "My flock attacked you, but you trained me to be a better Fearow than them." Fearow says she isn't the one that you hit with the rock, just a part of the flock. Ash's team goes to the battle with Meowth firing off Thunderbolts and Bulbasaur firing off Razor Leafs. Butterfree puts a lot of the Tentacool to sleep with Sleep Powder and stuns the big guy with a Confusion, that being Tentacruel. Meowth uses a Thunderbolt to fry Meowth Thunderbolt is at full force to beat the giant Tentacruel. The giant Tentacruel is able to flee with some of the Tentacool. Before we wrap up the Tentacruel, on the other side, Silver was also battling the Tentacruels and the giant Tentacruel, with Bulbasaur using Vine Whip to hold Metapod in place as it was using Harden. The giant Tentacruel used Poison Sting that would have hit a Horsey that Silver catches. Silver sends out Horsey, who uses Smoke Screen, and then Silver and his team get away. Ash is recovering at the Pokemon Center as Jesse and James catch themselves some Tentacool, but there is one Tentacool that Jessie decides to keep for herself. They also send a giant Tentacruel to Giovanni, who is very impressed by the size. But you know what Giovanni was not impressed by? Now, Ash and Silver have run into each other, and Silver calls out Jesse and James for working for his dad. They are the bad guys. Ash says, "We're the good guys. I guess you I guess you are what my dad wants you to think," Silver says. "I guess you are what my dad wants you to think," Silver says. Ash, irate, challenges Silver to a battle, which Silver accepts. Ash sends in Butterfree against Silver's Metapod. Jesse and James instantly recognize the Metapod, as Ash is confused because it doesn't look like the Metapod he had before Butterfree evolved. Silver says that Ash's Butterfree is a boy and his Metapod is a girl. Ash believes that, and they start the battle with Butterfree using Gust, as Metapod hardens, so Metapod is not moving because of the Gust attack. Metapod then uses String Shot, jumps up or in a swing, uses a Harden and a Tackle. That's when Metapod starts to glow. Metapod has evolved into a Butterfree, and a big one at that. Now both Butterfree use Gust, and then they both use Confusion attack. They are evenly matched on the Gust. They are even evenly matched on Confusion. But when Ash's Butterfree's confusion becomes a side beam that overpowers Silver's Butterfree. But the battle has to stop when a hose starts up sucking up Butterfree. The other Butterfree in the area, that is. Same story, different day. It's Cassidy and Butch trying to steal the Butterfree because they know they're trying their season of love to find a mate here. Ash and Silver immediately call off the battle, and they use their Butterfree to try to help out, using Gus to try to break this hose. But then, as Butch and Cassidy start to get away, the Butterfree that belongs to Silver uses String Shot, but it doesn't connect. It's a little too far off. So Butterfree uses String Shot again with its newly learned Whirlwind attack and connects to the, I guess, the air balloon they're trying to get away with. So Butterfree is holding them back, preventing them from leaving. Ash says String, but Silver says he has to break the hose. Butterfree uses Psybeam to break the hose, freeing the other Butterfree, who either use Confusion or Psybeam, to send Cassidy and Butch blasting off again. And now Silver and Ash's Butterfrees say they seem to like each other. They're even playing with each other. When Silver says it is their season of love to find a mate. Ash asks Butterfree if he loves Silver's Butterfree. Butterfree nods. Silver asks the same question to his Butterfree with another nod. After Ash and Silver talk, they decide to release their Butterfrees, knowing one day they will see them again. Giovanni might have been happy to see a giant tentacle caught, but he is furious that Ash released his Butterfree, and he would have rather that they caught both Butterfrees and sent them to him, especially since they experimented on that Caterpie to make it pink. And that Metapod that his grunts soar, and now Butterfree, which he needs more inspection on, like Jesse and James give the inspection, the rundown on Giovanni said they got to keep those pink Pokemon on that island from now on, too, as he makes his next order for Ash. And that's to go through, not the Cerulean Cave. What was that cave called? I think it's not called Mount Moon. I think it's called the Dark Cave. They go through the Dark Cave and get to Lavender Town so Ash can catch a ghost-type Pokemon for his upcoming battle with Sabrina. Silver finally makes it to the Vermilion City Gym, and he says that Serge has some information about his dad that he would like. Serge says, earn your Vermilion Gym badge, and he'll tell Silver everything he wants to hear. So he sends out Bulbasaur against Raichu, and they'll have their battle in the next episode. Yep. I decided since a lot of big events happened here, I'm going to make this a little bit shorter of an episode. So, what do you think of both Rattata and Spearow evolving at Giovanni's place? I guess it is the Viridian Gym, and he's one of the best gym leaders in the world and has all the grunts that you can use to train Pokemon. But that's pretty impressive. And that, what else do we do today? The Butterfree's being released. What do you think of that? The attack on the SS Anne and Ash's gym battle. And what do you think is going to happen with Bulbasaur versus Raichu? You can send that all off in the comments, or you like and subscribe to my video. And I will see you at part number 4 next week. And it will be on Wednesday. In this series will go up on Wednesday, wrestling on Monday, and then Friday the Yu-Gi-Oh series will continue. So thank you for watching, and stay nice for disability rights.